Once upon a time, on the vast savanna bathed in golden sunshine, lived a peculiar camel named Ziggy. Unlike his fellow camels with their sensible, sandy coats, Ziggy's fur was a kaleidoscope of colors. Bright orange swirled into lime green, bold purple bled into cheerful sunshine yellow, and every stripe was a party in itself. Now, Ziggy wasn't ashamed of his colorful coat. In fact, he reveled in it. He'd prance across the savanna, his coat shimmering in the sunlight, making the drab brown grass seem dull in comparison. But not everyone appreciated Ziggy's flamboyant style. Leo the lion, known for his grumpy disposition and impressive mane, found Ziggy's colorful coat utterly ridiculous. One afternoon, Ziggy was humming a cheerful tune as he ambled past a watering hole. Leo, lounging nearby, gave a mighty yawn and scoffed, Well, if it isn't the walking paintbrush. Can't a king get some peace and quiet without being assaulted by your garish display? Ziggy stopped, his smile faltering a bit. But your majesty, he said politely, my coat is just a way for me to express myself. Don't you think it's a bit boring to be all brown all the time? Leo snorted. Boring? Brown is majestic. It's the color of royalty. Your mishmash of colors is like a bad dream come to life. Hope flickered in Ziggy's eyes, but he wasn't one to back down. Taking a deep breath, he said, Maybe being different isn't such a bad thing, Your Majesty. Maybe it makes things more interesting. Leo scoffed again, but a tiny seed of doubt had been planted. As the days passed, he couldn't help but notice Ziggy. The other animals seemed drawn to Ziggy's vibrant coat. The playful monkeys would swing from his colorful humps, the shy gazelles would peek out from behind his striped legs, and even the grumpy rhinoceros seemed to crack a smile at Ziggy's silly jokes. One day, a group of cubs were playing a rather dull game of tag. Leo watched them, a frown creasing his brow. He missed the days when he was a cub, full of boundless energy and joy. With a sigh, he lumbered over to Ziggy, who was surrounded by the cubs, his coat a whirlwind of color as he told them a fantastical story. Ziggy, Leo rumbled, do you think, maybe, I could join your game? Ziggy's eyes widened in surprise, but then a wide grin spread across his colorful face. Of course, Your Majesty. The more the merrier. And so, Leo, the once grumpy king, found himself playing tag with a bunch of cubs, his mane catching the sunlight in a glorious display of gold. He realized that Ziggy's colorful coat wasn't a bad thing at all. It was a celebration of life, a reminder to embrace what makes you unique. From that day on, Leo never mocked Ziggy again. In fact, he even sported a bright yellow daisy tucked behind his ear, a small tribute to the dazzling camel who taught him a valuable lesson: being different truly is awesome.